Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another Glacial Geek Battle Report. I'm Phil, the Glacial Geek, coming to you here from Savannah Lion Games in Pooler, Georgia, where I will be fighting a 1,500-point battle between my Guard and Knights against Harris's Orks. Yeah! So the story that we've got going on here is that this planet had seen a long, protracted battle between the Orks and the Imperial Forces. Had been going on for years at this point, back and forth. Had kind of come to a stalemate with the Orks just continually throwing more and more of their forces against the walls of the Imperium, but seemingly endless supply of Orks going. Information started to get back to the high command for the Imperial Forces that the Orks were planning something big. They tried to send out scouts, but only little bits of information got back about some large monstrosity that was being built out in the wastes. And High Command decided that they could not take the chance that this would shift the battle, so they sent out a large force to try to go and cut off the head before it became a problem. But when they arrived, it had already become a problem, and this giant Stampa that was already functional decided to fight back. So, that is the story. We are going to be playing just basically kill mission. So we're going to be doing kill points at the end of the game. We'll do 5 rounds, and then we'll do a variable round game. But at the end of it, whoever has killed the most points will win this battle. So that is the story. That is the mission. Before we go any further, though, let's show you the two armies that are going to be fighting it out. So for the Imperial Guard and Imperial Knights, I'll be running a battalion detachment and a super heavy detachment. Leading off the battalion detachment, we have a company commander, a Tempester Prime, and a tank commander with a battle cannon, 2 heavy flamer sponsons, and a las cannon. We have 3 infantry squads. Each squad has a heavy weapon platform with a mortar. 2 of the squads have grenade launchers, and 1 of the squad has a sniper rifle. We have 3 armored sentinels. 2 have las cannons. 1 has a heavy flamer. We have 2 heavy weapons teams with mortars. We have a Tempestus command squad with 4 plasma guns. And we have a Chimera. Then for the super heavy detachment, we have a Helvern and an Armiger Warglaive. And last but not least, we have the Gallant. And for the Orks, he'll be running a battalion detachment and a supreme command detachment. Leading off the battalion detachment, we have a big mech in mega armor with a teleporter blaster and a war boss on a bike with a big chopper. We have 3 10-man grot squads and a Rucka Truck squeak buggy. Then for the Supreme Command Detachment, we have a War Boss with a Killer Claw. We have a Big Mech with a custom force field. And we have a Weird Boy Warp Head. And last but not least, we have Tiny Mork the Stampa. So deployment here for the Imperial Forces. I've got an armored sentinel with the heavy flamer on this side. I've got 1 of my infantry squads in the building here. I've got my company commander over here and 1 of the heavy weapons teams inside the building. We've got my Armiger Warglaive. We've got my Gallant. We've got the 2 armored sentinels with the las cannons over here. We've got the tank commander over here in the ruins. Another heavy weapons squad next to him. We've got a Chimera with 1 of the infantry squads inside. We've got the Helvern, and then we got the 3rd infantry squad over in the ruins over here. Going over deployment. Oh, and in Deep Strike, I've got my Tempester Prime and my command squad. So now going over deployment for the Orks, we've got his War Boss on the side here, along with the Rucka Truck. Orks gotta eat. We then have the big Stomp over here. Inside of his belly is a 10-man squad of grots. We also have his 2 war bosses.
War Boss Big Mech.
Oh, War Boss Big Mech and Weird Boy are all inside of him over here. And then we've got 2 other grot squads back over here, screening off his side over there. I should note that I am running Krast for my Knights. And I have upgraded my infantry squad with the Vigilus detachment, the Armored Fist, and I gave him the Hammer of Sunderance cannon for his battle cannon. So just things of note there. He's got Iron Bulwark, for instance, and the Paragon Gauntlet. Blah, 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 blah. Anyway, it's a thing. So as of right now, the Orks are going to be going first, unless I can seize the initiative. Looking for a 6. Show me that, Phil, first. No, it was close, but not close enough. Oh, man, my opponent is breathing a huge sigh of relief for that one. So we will now come back to you after movement phase for the Orks on turn 1. All right, movement phase for the Orks. His war boss advanced up over here, looking at my dude bros over here. He is a war boss, but he can still charge even though he advanced. His speed, his rocket truck over here moved up over this way, doing a regular move so that he can shoot. His Stampa stood still, as did the Grots, but then out of we're gonna say a backport. There's a little butt port back over here. Out came his weird boy and his war boss back over here. So inside is still the 10-man squad of Grots
and the 2 Big Macs.
And the 2 Big Macs. So they are still inside of him. So that is it for the movement phase. We'll come back to you with the psychic phase. All right, so we're gonna start off with his warp head casting Fists of Gork onto his war boss. That does not go off on a 5. And his second power is going to be the jump, looking for 7, and that goes off with a 10 there. And he ends up right there, 9 inches away from my Lehman Russ. Now into the shooting phase, we're going to start with the rocket truck firing into my Gallant over here. So he's going to be firing some boom squigs. Boom squigs. So what is this?
These are going to need first the heavy launcher, 2d3.
2d3 on the heavy launcher, so that's going to be 2 shots.
Hitting on 4s because it's a grot shooting.
4s because it's a grot shooting.
And
that is going to be rerolling the 1 because of bad moons. No, nothing there. So that's going to be 1 hit. This is going to be strength what?
6.
Strength 6, so 5 to wound.
That is a 4.
That is a 4, so no wound. And now the light launcher. That is going to be 3 shots on this one. Hitting on 5s because this is an Orc shooting this time. That's going to be 2 hits on Daka, so he gets 2 more shots, which is pretty sweet. No more hits, though. So that's going to be 2 hits, strength.
6 still.
6 still, so it's looking for 5 to wound. That's going to be 1 wound. AP -1, so looking for a 4-up save. And with a 5, he's good. Woo! All right, now his war boss here on the bike is going to fire into my squad over here. He's got 2 Daka guns, right? Are they called? So these are going to be assault 3 each. So they're going to be hitting on 6s though because he advanced. Getting 2 hits, but Daka means 2 more shots. That is going to be no more hits. Rerolling 1 because of bad moons, but nope, nothing there. So that's going to be 2 hits, strength 4, I believe, right?
Strength is 5.
5, so still 3s to wound. That's going to be 2 wounds, AP, no AP, so looking for 4-up saves because they are in cover. Making neither. And now it's time to go big and go home. His big stomp here is going to spend 2 CP on more Daka on him to allow him to hit auto hits on 5s and 6s and also give him more shots on 5s and 6s, which is pretty sweet. He is going to be firing we'll go with these ones first to make it easier. The big shooters into my infantry squad inside the building here, so it's going to be 15 shots there. And everything else is going into my Gallant, so it should be pretty brutal. So these are going to be the big shooter shots coming in here, hitting on 5s and getting more shots for those 5s. So we'll come back to that. Rerolling 1s because of bad moons.
Nothing.
And then we got 5 Dakas. Getting an additional 3 hits, which is pretty good. So that's going to be 8 total hits, wounding on 3s. Alrighty, so that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. These are going to be looking for no AP on these, right? No AP, so we're looking for 4-up saves. Making 3 of them, so that means 4 are dead. And now the Def Cannon is going to fire into my Gallant, so he's got heavy 3d6 shots. That is going to be 6, 11, 12, 13. You're going to spend a CP on that one. That's probably a good call. Into a 5 there. 16 shots. Woo. These are going to be hitting on 5s, re-rolling 1s. Come back to that. 1-1 to re-roll. Not into a hit there. But then we have an additional 7 shots coming in here from Daka, which is pretty good.
Big money. Yeah.
Yeah, getting a bunch in there too, which is great. And re-roll that 1.
Yep.
Here we go. Re-rolling that 1. No, not meant to be. Strength 10, so 3s to wound. Ooh, boy. That is a lot of wounds there. So that's going to be
4, 6, 8.
8 wounds. We'll come back to that. AP -4, so Iron Bulwark gets me up to a 4-up invul save here. Come on, baby. You can do this. or you can get exactly statistical. You know what? I'll take that. I'll take exactly statistical. Let's be honest. These are D6 damage apiece, though, so 4D6. Woo! 12, 13, 14, 15 damage. Pretty brutal. Here comes the super rocket. Heavy D6. Getting 5 shots with that one, too. Ooh, Nelly. Again, 5s and 6s. Getting nothing. Oh, no.
What I can shoot.
And the super Gatler.
So the first round of shooting.
First round of shooting from it is going to be
3, 4, 5, 7 shots.
7 shots.
All right.
Not quite the 16 from your big gun, but I think if you, I was going to say, if you were going to get any of the guns to shoot with the more, it would definitely have been the first one.
This has turned out.
Yeah. All right, so re-rolling ones.
1 hit so far.
1 so far, re-rolling ones. Getting
Just
1
1.
hit, so Daka Daka Daka. That is a hit, so it's going to be 2 hits. These are strength.
Daka Daka Daka.
Oh, that was the re-roll. I'm sorry, yep. And this is Daka Daka Daka. That's going to be re-roll the 1.
Nope.
Nope, not meant to be. So that's 2 hits. These are strength 7, so looking for 5s to wound. Nothing there. On a 2-up, he can shoot again. He's got it. Barely, but good. That's all that matters.
I'll take it.
Here we go. So heavy 3d6 shots. So that's going to be 6, 10, 12 shots. A little bit more this time. In fact, 5 more this time. So these are, a little better. Hitting on 5s.
Much better.
Much better there.
Sort of.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, it is much better.
Yeah.
And re-rolling those 1s. Into 2 more hits. There we go. That's much better. And then 5 Daka 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 Dakas. Into 1 more hit. Re-rolling those 1s.
Bad Moon's paying off.
Bad Moon's really working for you there. Well, maybe not. All right, so 6 hits, looking for 5s to wound. That is going to be 1, 2, 3 wounds there. AP -1, so we're looking for 4-up saves again.
-2.
Oh, -2, still 4-up saves for Invol, but failed 2 of them.
1 damage.
1 damage apiece, so that's going to be down to 7. And that's it for the shooting phase. I say it as if it's not that was like nothing, but he did a whole lot of damage to my boy. My poor boy over here.
My boy.
What'd you do to my boy? So now into the assault phase, we're going to start with his war boss here, charging into my Leman Russ and into my knight. So my knight is going to fire. Leman Russ has no line of sight. So this is going to be 3 shots from the heavy stubber, hitting on 6s. Getting nothing there. So we have a 10-inch charge into the knight, 9-inch charge into the Leman Russ. Here we go.
Here we go.
You want to reroll 1 or 2?
Reroll 1.
We're just going to reroll the 1, looking for a 5 or a 6 to get in. No, does not make it. And now his war boss here is going to charge into my mortar squad back over here. So we're going to fire Overwatch, 3d6 shots. So that's going to be 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 shots. These are going to be hitting on 6s. Getting 2 hits. Strength 4, so looking for 5s to wound. No wounds. And the charge distance. Nope. Not going to make it with that. Here we go. Everybody, here we go. No, still doesn't make it. All right, so that's going to be it for the Orks turn here on turn 1. I do have some morale tests to take here. These guys lost 2 guys, so 2 plus 5 is 7, but their sergeant's still there, so they're good to go. And these guys over here lost 4, so 4 plus 3 is 7, and they are good to go because of their sergeant. So that is going to be it for the Orks turn. We will come back to you after movement phase for the Imperial Forces here on turn 1. All right, movement phase for the Astra Militarum and Imperial Knights here on turn 1. This infantry squad stayed still, as did my Helvern and the Chimera over here. My heavy weapons team stood still, as did my tank commander. These 2 sentinels stood still, as did the heavy weapons team and the infantry squad over here. He advanced up, rolling a 6 for his advance. My Knight Gallant over here, I spent 1 CP for Marine Spirit, Machine Spirit Resurgent to allow him to operate at the top profile for this turn. He advanced up, rolled a 1 for his advance. Then I spent a CP to re-roll it, rolled a 2, so that's where he is, 14 inches closer over this way. My Armiger Warglaive here just moved his 14 inches over towards these guys, and that is where we're at. So that's going to be it for the movement phase here on turn 1. We will come back to you with the Shustin phase. All right, so my tank commander here is going to fire everything that can reach at his Stampa over there. So we're going to go with the main battle cannon first. He's got the armor hammer of sunderance, so it's going to be strength 8, flat 3 damage, which is pretty nice. But still, D6 shots, so it's going to be firing twice because he didn't move. So 2 D6 shots. I'm going to... oh...
You have other things to shoot.
I do have that.
I think this is worth it.
I'm still going to spend a CP to reroll this. No, of course I roll it back into a 1. So we got 7 shots. No one can help me. No one can help me with anything. All right, so 7 shots. These are going to be hitting on 3s. Rerolling 1s because of being Cadian. Rerolling that 1. Alrighty, so that's pretty good there. 1 miss. This is going to be 6 hits. Strength 8, T8, so looking for 4s to wound. That is going to be 2 wounds. AP minus 2. 4 ups because he's got his cover there. Whoop. Makes one of them. So 1, 3, flat 3 damage. And now the last cannon is going to fire into him as well. That's going to be a hit. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Go back here. That is going to be a wound. 5 up invul save.
Mech boy in the belly.
Mech boy.
No,
that's going to go through. So D6 damage. 4 damage.
I'm okay with
All right, so now my Helvern is going to fire into his Stampa as well. So he's got the 2 autocannons there, so it's going to be 4 D3 shots. So that's going to be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 shots. These are going to be hitting on 3s. That's all but 1 hit. Pretty good. Strength 7, so looking for 5s to wound. That is going to be 1 wound at AP minus 1.
Yep.
Looking for 3 up. No, does not make it. That's 3 more damage. And then the heavy stubber into the war boss over here. Why not? 1 hit. That's 1 wound.
Does heavy stubber have anything?
Maybe 1 second. No. So 4 up. No, does not make it. All right, so now this mortar squad here is going to fire into the front grot squad over there. So it's going to be 3d6 shots. Ooh, that's pretty good. That's going to be 15 shots. He's going to be hitting on 4s. Rerolling 1s because of Cadian. All right, pretty good. Tough 2, so wounding on 2s. That is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 wounds there. 6 up saves. Making one of them. So that's going to be 8 dead. So now my squad over here, the infantry squad with the mortar team, is going to fire into that 2-man squad now. We're just going to do the mortar, so 6 shot, the D6 shots. So it's going to be 4 shots, hitting on 4s. That is going to be all hits, pretty good. Wounding on 2s. That is going to be all wounds, so 4 more saves on that squad. Oh, they wanted to, but no, still failed to. They're dead. And then my mortar squad over here, who got the order to re-roll 1s to wound, are going to bring it down. I think the word is the order. So they're going to be firing into the other grot squad over there. That is going to be 13 shots, hitting on 4s. Alrighty, wow, really good there, man. These mortars are really apparently took range on these guys. So these are going to be wounded on 2s, re-rolling 1s. Re-rolling those 1s. All right, that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 wounds here. Looking for 6s to save this squad.
I failed
10 of them, so just enough to kill the whole squad. Ooh. All right, both these guys are going to fire their las cannon into his Stampa. 2 shots hitting on 4s. That's going to be 1 hit. That is 1 wound. 4 up invul, 5 up invul, right? And he makes it. And now my Armiger Warglaive is going to fire everything into his Rucka truck over here. So we're going to go with the thermal spear first. It's going to be assault D3. Getting 1 shot. Of course he does that. And the melta-gun firing into him over there. And now my Chimera here is going to fire everything into his war boss on a bike over here, except for the hunter killer missile that's going to fire into the Stampa. So we'll do the Stampa, the hunter killer first. Why not? It's the important one. That does hit. There we go. 4 to wound. That is a wound. The save not on a 3, so that is going to be D6 damage. 3 damage. That seems to be the standard amount of damage I've been doing here. Here comes the multi-laser firing into his war boss there on the bike. That is going to be 2 hits. That is going to be 2 wounds. Multi-laser into him, so regular saves. Makes them both. And then the heavy bolter shots. That is going to be 2 hits. 5's to wound. No wounds. And the last gunner raise. Alrighty then. Not great. And then 6's to wound here because he's on a bike.
I'm on a bike.
Getting 2 wounds. I'll take that.
Watch these go through.
2 saves. Makes 1, fails 1. And then this squad here is also going to fire into him. We're going to fire the sniper rifle first. That is a hit. That is not a wound. The mortar. 1 shot. That is a hit though. And that is a wound. Yep, that is a wound. But that is a save. And then we got some las gun shots. Getting 1 hit. No wound. Alright, so now into the assault phase. I'm going to spend 2 CP on full tilt from a Dubro over here to charge. He's going to charge into both his Stompa and the Rucka Truck. So we'll do the Rucka Truck first. These are going to be hitting on Boom Squigs, hitting on 6s.
3D3 shots.
3D3 shots.
2, 4, 5 shots.
5 shots are coming in here looking for 6s. Getting 3 hits.
Rerolling the 1.
Reroll the 1. Nope, that's going to be 3 more shots though. Daka. Nope, nothing there. So then 5's to wound here.
Got
Getting 1 wound.
Minus 1.
But he's going with a Filfers. Woo! Here comes the stick squig.
1 shot.
1 shot. Not hit.
1 miss.
Here come the shotguns.
Nothing.
Nothing there. And here come the big shooters first. Hitting on 6s. Come back to you with that. How many you got? You got 3?
3 and 2 rerolls.
Rerolling those 1s there. Looking for 6s still on those ones. Getting 2 more 6s. Oh boy, here we go. 5 more shots. To be fair, I'd rather these the big, the big shooters. I'll take any day to get those hits on there. And reroll that 1. Nope, not meant to be on those extra shots. So that's 5 hits. These are gonna be 5s to wound. Getting no wounds there. Here comes the Dev Cannon. That is going to be
reroll 1 of these 2s.
Rerolling those 2s. 1 of those 2s, so use the CP to reroll that. Ooh, that's going to be nice. 12 shots. Dead. Looking for 6s. Oh, boy. That's not great. Reroll that 1. Oh, boy. That's 5 hits. That seems to be your standard shots here. Oh, boy. Getting another shot there. So 6 hits. 3s to wound. Strength 10. Oh boy, that's going to be 4 wounds over here. So these are going to be 4 4-up iron bulwark invul saves. And I fail 3 of them. Oh boy, here we go. This could just kill me, straight up. That's good. That does straight up just kill me. Oh, 8 damage into me over here. So he's dead. Does he explode? No, he doesn't explode. Womp womp. And my Warglaive here is going to charge into his war boss over here. Gets the shooter. 1 hit. Reroll another roll because of Daka. Bad moons. Reroll it. Nope, just the 1 hit. That is not a wound though. So his charge distance to get in. 5 inches probably gets him in. All right, so into the fight phase. My Armiger Warglaive here is going to attack into his war boss. He's got 4 attacks here, hitting on 3s. That is going to be 2 hits. Wounding on 2s. That's 2 wounds. Oh, he's got 3 damage apiece, so he is dead. But my opponent's going to spend. Orks is never beaten for 2 CP. So he's going to attack right back into me over here.
So hitting on 2s. Rerolling the 1.
Rerolling 1.
Let me check that.
1 second. Brutal by Cunning, he does get to reroll that. That's going to be a hit, so it's going to be 4 hits. These are going to be strength 12, so you should be 1 second. Yep, tough 7, so he's looking for 3s to wound.
Rerolling failed wounds for To Kill a Claw.
Rerolling failed wounds because of To Kill a Claw, but he doesn't need it, so that's going to be 4 at AP. Minus 3, so I think I've got 4 6-up saves coming in here because he's got no invul save. And I get 1 fill face at 3 damage apiece, so he takes 9 damage. Killer. Oof, and I'm down to 3, which means that I am on my 3rd profile with him. Brutal! brutal. And that is going to be it for my turn here on turn 1. Really wish he hadn't died, obviously. But a ton of, that was just fun. That was cool to see them just obliterate me, just boom. Yeah, just like I like to imagine that he was already moving. That's why he was at the front of the deployment zone. Like he was just running straight into battle as your guy just starts, just going like firing. It's just like he's just like getting shot, like the opening scene from RoboCop. He's like as he just gets mowed down there, and he just falls to pieces like across there. So pretty brutal, but we'll see how the rest of this goes. So that's going to be it for the Imperial turn here. We will come back to you after movement phase for the Orks on turn 2. Movement phase for the Orks here on turn 2. His boss on a warbike moved up over this way. His Rucka truck moved up over this way. And when he moved, he dropped his squig mine over here, more than 3 inches away from my Dubro over this way. Over here, his big mech with the teleport blaster disembarked from the Stampa, and then the Stampa moved up. He's in his second bracket of 4. So it's like the only model I know of that has 4 brackets. So it's in his second bracket of 4 because he did heal up 3 wounds with Grot Riggers. So he's up at 30 wounds right now, but it's 30 is just enough to go into his second bracket because it's every 10 wounds basically he gets bracketed there. So he's going to be in his second bracket over here, moved up 9 inches because of that. And then his weird boy, where does his weird boy go? Oh, his weird boy just advanced under here, hiding in the building like a true orc should. Advanced over there to hide in there. So that's going to be it for the movement phase. We'll come back to you with the psychic phase. We're going to start off by doing Fist of Gork onto the big mech over here. That will not go off on a 4. And to jump will go off on a 6. No, I think he needs 7 for it to jump, right?
The jump is 7.
It is 7, so he did not get that either. So not a great psychic phase. All right, so now his teleport blaster big mech over here is going to fire into my Warglaive.
Just going to be the custom Mega Blast.
Just the custom Mega Blast, because I guess the teleport blast is 12 inches, so he's not in range for that one. So the custom Mega Blaster, hitting on a 5, does not hit. Now the Rucka Truck's going to try his luck at hitting into my Armorer Warglaive over here.
Boom Squigs.
Boom Squigs first.
The Grot. Getting 6 shots.
6 shots coming in here, which is pretty good. These are going to be hitting on 4s because of being Grots shooting. That's pretty good. No, 2 hits. And 1 Daka Daka.
I mean, they were Orc BS, but it works. Yep. Rerolling the 1.
Rerolling that 1. Nope, not meant to be. So that's going to be 2 hits, strength 6, so looking for 5s to wound. Nothing there. Now the shotgun's going to shot. Nope, no hits. And the stick squig. Nah, not going to hit. Sorry, that's going to be 3 shots. My bad.
You good.
That's going to be 1 hit. Daka Daka. Nope, that's 1 hit.
Needing a 6.
Needing a 6 to wound. No, nothing. Boss is going to fire his guns into the mortar squad over here, hitting on 5s and 6s because he did not advance.
3 hits.
That's not bad. 3 hits.
3s to wound.
3s to wound. Getting 1 wound. AP nothing. Nope, 1 wound. And now it's time for the Stampa to do his Stampa things. So he's going to fire his Def Cannon. And he's going to spend the last 2 CP that he has on Daka Daka, or more Daka. More Daka. More Daka. So never enough Daka, because you're an orc. He's going to fire
the only time there's enough Daka is when the Daka's coming towards you.
There's only enough Daka coming at you, never enough Daka going away from you. So it's going to be the Def Cannon is going to fire into my Lehman Russ over here. He's going to fire the Super Rocket into my Armorer Warglaive. He's going to fire the big shooters into the infantry squad that you can see around the corner over here, and he's going to fire the Super Gatler into my Sentinel over here, into the first las cannon one here. So what are we going to start with first?
Big shooters into the infantry.
Big shooters into that infantry squad, hitting on 5s and 6s. Rerolling at 1s. Alright, getting another hit there. Then he's got 4 Daka Dakas. That is going to be 1 more hit there. Reroll that 1 into another hit. So that's going to be a total of 6 hits there. Pretty good. 3s to wound. That is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wounds. These are AP nothing. They are in cover. So these are going to be looking for 4-ups. Failing 4 of them. Oof, brutal. And now his Def Cannon is going to fire into my Lehman Russ.
3d6.
3d6 shots.
6, 9, 11.
11 shots, pretty good. 11 shots. He's going to be hitting on 5s and 6s. There we go. Getting
Not as good as
3 hits and then re-rolling those 1s though, which is pretty good. There we go. That's what you were looking for. Yeah. So that's going to be a total of 6 hits. These are now going to be looking for more DACA. DACA. Sorry, not more DACA.
I mean, it is more.
Getting another 3 hits. That's pretty good. So that's going to be 9 total hits. Looking for 3s to wound. Oof. Okay, so it's going to be 5 wounds.
5 6-ups.
So you have 5 wounds. I do have cover, which gives me a 6-up save because it's AP -4. So looking for fill faces. Getting 1. So 4 go through. 4d6 damage.
There's a chance.
There's a chance.
I don't like you.
No, there is no chance with those 2 6s. He is dead. Does he explode? Of course he does. Of course he does. All right, there's a lot that's in. My Sentinel's in. His rocket truck is in. He's just out. These guys are obviously in. And so is his war boss, just in over there. So we'll go with the war boss first. D3 mortal wounds. Getting 2 mortal wounds onto him. Bringing him down to 3. My dude bros over here have 1 mortal wound, so this guy is dead.
Not their first time seeing attack explode.
Exactly. And then these guy over here is going to take 2 mortal wounds, so he's down to 4 over here, which is probably going to be down to 0 very soon. And then into his rocket truck, doing 3 mortal wounds with the fill face over there. So if he's going to die, he may as well just take everyone with him. And we're not done yet, because here comes the super rocket into my armor.
D6 shots.
D6 shots, going to get 2 whole shots.
No more CP to roll.
No more CP to re-roll that.
1 to re-roll.
1 re-roll.
Into a 5.
Into a 5, so that is a hit. And
DACA.
DACA. No, what re-roll ones?
No.
Lots of re-rolls, not meant to be. So that's 1 hit.
Need a 3.
3 to wound. No wound. Ooh, and then the super gatler into the sentinel over here.
First volley.
First volley, he's going to have
13 shots.
13 shots. These are going to be hitting on 5s and 6s. Come back with ya. Re-rolling 1s because of bad moons. It's going to be 2 more hits, pretty good. And then 2, 4, 6, 8 more shots because of DACA. And again on 5s and 6s. Re-roll that 1.
Nope.
No, not meant to be there. So that's still going to be 11 hits here.
13, that's really good for an orc.
That's not bad. These are going to be what?
Strength 7.
Strength 7, so looking for 3s to wound. Ooh, boy. That's pretty good. There's a 1 more 3 over there. On the side. So that's going to be 6 total. AP -2. So looking for 5-up saves here. 1 damage apiece. So if you see more than 4, not 5 pluses, he did. I made 1. So he is definitely dead. I don't think he's, well, let's just see if he is. Doesn't make a difference. Didn't even make a difference anyway. So, womp womp. Now into the assault phase. His Stompa is going to charge into my Flamer Sentinels out of range with his Flamer, heavy Flamer there. So his charge needs a 10-inch charge. Here we go.
But he does have here we go.
He does have here we go. So here we go.
Don't.
Most don't, but Stompa's obviously is ready to go.
That's what I told him. Into a 7.
Into a 7.
Not
so
enough.
Still not enough. Woo-hoo-hoo. He's breathing a sigh of relief.
Armiger
and now his dude bro here is going to charge into my Armiger Warglaive over there. So we're going to go with the Melta Lance first. Thermal Lance getting 3 shots. Wish I had that sick. I know, I did. I really wished it was. Here we go. Nope, not getting any hits there. Then the Meltagun. Should have done the Meltagun first, apparently. Here's his charge. He's in. And then his boss is going to charge into my mortars. So they're going to have 7 shots coming in over here. So these are going to be looking for 6s to hit. Getting no hits. His charge distance, he's just got to go around the corner over here.
Pretty much. Here we go, here we go. Yeah, he's fine.
He's way in with a 7. So we're going to start over here with the Rucka Truck into my Armiger Warglaive. Hitting on 4s.
Got 2.
Getting 2 hits. Strength
5.
5, so 5s to wound. Getting 1 wound. AP -1. I make it with a fill face. So now his boss is going to attack into my heavy weapon squad over here.
On 2s.
Hitting on 2s.
All hit.
That's all hits. Strength.
Strength is going to be 7.
7, so looking for 2s to wound.
Yep. AP -1.
AP -1. So that is going to be 2 wounds. And AP -1, so looking for 6-up saves. Nope, don't make either. 2 damage apiece, so that's just enough to kill that squad. And he's going to back up into my Chimera over here, which is super rude. I really hope that you have good insurance, because I am Horksurance over there. So that's what's going to happen right there. So I'm going to hit back over here, open up my door to try to see what kind of damage he did to me over here. So it's going to be 3 attacks hitting on 6s. Getting 1 hit. Strength 6, so looking for a 4 to wound. That's a wound. 4 up save. No! So he takes a wound. Yeah, Chimera. And now my Armorer is going to swing back over here. He's still got 4 attacks, but he's going to be 5+ ballistic weapon skill now. So he's going to be hitting on 5s. Cool. All right, so that's going to be it for the Orc turn here on turn, turn 2. My infantry squad over here lost 3 models, so it's going to be 3 plus 1 is good to go, so they are going to stay there. And that's going to be it. So we will come back to you after movement phase for the Imperial Forces here on turn 2. All right, movement phase for the Imperial Knights and Imperial Guard here on turn 2. This infantry squad stayed still, as did my Hellvern. This squad disembarked from my Chimera, who then moved up here out of combat with his boss. Over here, my Armorer Warglaive stayed in combat with his Rucka Truck. This guy with the las cannon stayed still, as did the infantry squad and heavy weapons team over here. This Armored Sentinel with the heavy flamer moved up here in range of his Stampa. And in came my command squad and my Tempester Prime. Brave boys dropping back over here. Within 12 inches, but outside of 9, so they can drop in and be in rapid fire range, which is what they do. So that's where they are going to be. So that's going to be it for the movement phase. We'll come back to you with the shooting phase. Alrighty, so into the shooting phase, these Militarum Tempestus, the command squad is going to fire into his Stomp over here. They are going to supercharge. They've gotten the order from the Tempester Prime over here to take aim, so they're going to reroll 1s to hit because they're going to supercharge. So we're going to go left to right over here, firing into his dude bro over here. So they're going to be hitting on 3s, supercharge, rapid fire range. That's going to be 2 hits. No, they don't have melt bombs now. I got very worried. Yeah, you should, but no, I model them like that because otherwise the other option is just like a pointy finger, and I didn't want like 4 guys all pointing fingers. Rerolling 1s to hit because of their order into a hit. And that's it. It's all hits. Pretty good. So that's going to be 8 total hits. Strength 8, looking for 4s to wound. That is going to be much less good. 2 wounds.
5 up invul.
5 up invul save. Makes neither of them, so that's going to be 4 damage. Heavy flamer time into him over here.
Roast me, fam.
Roast me, fam. I'm going to spend a CP to reroll that. Okay. That is just the way it's going to be. 5s to wound. Get nothing. And the las cannon's firing into him over here on a 4. That's a hit.
That's fair.
That is not a wound. And now my Hellvern is going to fire into his Stampa. I want to kill that big boy. So here we go. 4d3 shots. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 shots on 3s. That's all but 1. Pretty good. These are now going to be looking for 5s to wound. Getting 1, 2, 3 wounds. Not bad.
4s.
4s to save.
Mid 2.
Makes 2, so he takes 3 damage. Heavy weapons team that got the order to bring it down are going to fire into the big boy over there. So it's going to be 4d6 shots. So it's going to be 10 shots. These are going to be hitting on 4s. Oh boy. So that's going to be 2 hits. Maybe I should have done take aim instead. Now I got 1 wound.
3 up.
Oh, he makes it with that 3 up. And then the heavy weapon, the mortar from that squad is going to get 3 shots. These are going to be hitting on 4s. All hits, wounding on 6s. No! This squad's going to fire everything into the boss over here. We're going to go with the grenade launcher. That's going to be not a hit. And then we got the mortar. It's going to have 5 shots. Yes, so hitting on 5s. These are going to be 2 hits. Getting 1 wound. Does not save it. And now we've got the lasgun shots firing in over here. Hitting on 4s. Looking for 6s. Showing them fill faces. No. Barely even adds up to 6. And then this squad here is going to fire everything into the boss. We're going to go with the sniper rifle first. That is a hit. That is a wound, but no mortal wound. And he doesn't make the save, so he is dead. All right, so that's going to be it for the shooting phase. No assault, so we're just going to have the fight phase here. My Armorer Warglaive into his Rucka truck. So 4 attacks here, hitting on 5s. That is going to be 3 hits. I'll take that. Strength times 2, so looking for, what's their toughness? T6, so looking for 2s to wound. That is going to be all wounds at AP -3. It's going to go straight through. I think it's D6 damage. Hold on 1 second. Okay. Yeah, it is straight flat 3 damage. So he is dead. Does he explode? He does. Oh no. D3 mortal wounds to him.
Those 2 are the only ones involved.
Okay. Does 2 damage, so he's still alive. All right, so that is going to be it for the Imperial turn here. He's still alive. So that is going to be it. We will come back to you after movement phase for the Orks here on turn 3. All right, Orks movement phase. His Stampa stayed still because he's afraid of his squig bomb over there, squig mine. His 2 characters stayed still over here, but the Grot squad got out of his rear hatch over here to come on looking at these guys over here. So that is going to be it for the movement phase. We'll come back to you with the psychic phase. Starting off, he's going to try to put Fists of Gork onto his big mech up there. Needs a 6. Does go off, so he will have Fists of Gork. And now he's going to try to jump him. 7 for this to go off. Oh, it does. A much better Orky psychic phase this turn. And that's where he ends up, 9 inches from my squad and from my armorger. Now the Grots are going to fire into my command squad in the shooting phase here, hitting on 4s. Because they are Grots and they don't get...
they do not get culture.
They don't get the culture. They do get Daka Daka, but not culture. So that's going to be another hit there. That's pretty good. So that's going to be 4 hits.
4s to wound.
4s to wound. That's going to be 2 wounds.
2 3-ups.
Should have had my dice. They are in cover, 3-up saves. Making them both. Woo!
The armor.
So now his dude bro here is going to fire into my Hellvern. We're going to go with the custom Mega Blasta first.
Correct.
All right.
Needing a 5.
Hitting on a 5. No, but rerolling the 1s. No, still no hit. And the teleporter. It's going to be reroll the 1s.
That's
getting 1 hit. Strength
is 8.
8, so 3s to wound. That is a wound.
-2.
AP -2, so 5-up save. No, that's going to go through.
How many wounds does he have?
He's got a bunch. So I think so, something like that.
Teleport doesn't matter. He
takes
1 wound.
He just takes 1 wound. Okay. And now the big Stampa is going to make his move. He's going to put the what are they?
Big shooters.
Big shooters, that's the word I was looking for. The big shooters are going to fire into my Armiger Warglaive. He's going to fire the Def Cannon into my poor Armored Sentinel over here.
Super rocket into him.
And the super rocket into him as well. For good measure. Wants him dead. And he's going to put the Scorcher into my Armored Sentinel over here. Fire for fire. Yep. And then he's going to put the Gatling Cannon. The Gatling Cannon into the command. Super Gatler into the command squad. So what are we going to do first? Big shooters first. Hitting on 5s and 6s, but only 6s do Daka Daka now because he doesn't have any CP. And here we go. Rerolling that 1. Just only acceptable Daka now. 2 more Daka Dakas though. Okay, reroll that 1. Into a hit. Pretty good. And these are now strength. What are these? 5s to wound. Okay. 2 wounds over here. 2 regular armor save. 3-up saves. Oh, I'm going to spend a CP to reroll that. Yeah, with the fill face. And that's why he shot the super rocket into him over here.
4 shots.
He's going to get 4 shots here. Again, 5s and 6s. Reroll the 1. That's not a hit, so it's going to be 2 hits. No Daka Dakas. 1 wound. AP -2, so 5-up save. No, he goes through. D6 damage doesn't matter. Doesn't explode, but he is dead. Another Scorcher into my Heavy Flamer Armored Sentinel, getting 6 hits. These are going to be looking for 5s to wound.
1 at -1.
1 at AP -1. Oh, it's going to go through. Def Cannon into the other Armored Sentinel over here. That is going to be 11, 14 shots. Oof. Hitting on 5s and 6s. 2 1s to reroll. Okie dokie.
And 2 Daka Dakas.
And then 2 Daka Dakas. No, getting 1, so it's going to be 5 total hits. Strength 10, so 3s to wound.
Okay, so
4
4d6 damage.
D6 damage into him over here. So let's see if he can roll all ones. No, he rolls 1-6, which is enough to kill him totally. Does he explode? Does not. And now the Super Gatler into my command squad over here. So these are going to be 3D. So what is it? 3d6 shots? So 3d6 shots again. That's going to be 12, 16 shots coming in over here. There we go. Hitting on 5s and 6s. Getting a couple over in here. And all the hits were, 1 5 in there. Otherwise, and then 1 reroll. Nope, not meant to be. So they got 4 more Daka-Dakas. Into 2 more hits, which is pretty good. Rerolls the 1s. Into another hit, pretty good. And then 2s to wound. That is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
-1.
7 at AP -1. -2. So this is going to be looking for essentially +1 because of cover. So looking for 5 up saves. Oh no, they are dead. All right, so now we've got Overwatch into the assault phase. The Grot's going to charge to my Tempesta Prime. He is not going to get a hit there, and they are not. Maybe get in. Let's find out. Yep, they're in. Boom, boom. And then the Stampa is going to charge into my Armored Sentinel, who's going to get 6 auto hits, which is pretty awesome. I will take that. These are now going to be looking for tough 8, so 5s to wound. Getting 1 wound, of course. 4 up save. He does make it there, so his charge distance is totally in. And then his big mech over here is going to charge into my Armorger Helvern. So fire and Overwatch. We're going to have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 shots. Hitting on 6s. Oh, no hits there. Then we got the Heavy Stubber. Getting 1 hit there. 4 is not going to be a wound because he's tough 5, right? He is tough 5? All right, so he's tough 5, so he is good to go. His charge distance does not make it, but here we go. Keep the 5. Here we go. 4 up. No, he doesn't make it. And now the Grots are going to start us off here in the fight phase, hitting on 3s. Oh, hitting on 5. Sorry, my bad. Yeah. Hitting on 5s. Getting quite a few hits there.
And wounding on 5s.
And then wounding on 5s as well.
Strength 2.
Strength 2.
Getting 2.
2 wounds over here. And I failed 1, made 1. All right, so here he goes. He is now in the third profile, right?
Second profile. I'm at 25.
That 25 is the third profile. Because you had the first profile, second profile, third profile.
I'm at 21 to 30 bracket right now.
Yeah, 21 to 30, which is the third profile, right? Of 4?
One. Yeah, so it's 31 to 40, 21 to 30, 11 to 20.
Oh, he's still, I'm sorry. Yeah, so he's still in the second profile. Yeah. Still in the second profile over here. So he is going to have 5 attacks, hitting on 4s. He's using the smash attack. So it's going to be 2 hits.
Wounding on 2s.
Wounding on 2s, though. Killing on 2s because it's AP -5.
And 6 damage.
6 damage apiece.
He's dead.
Ooh, he is dead.
Double dead.
Bump, bump. Does he explode? No. And now my Tempester Prime is going to fight back with his 3 attacks. That's going to be 3 hits. That is going to be 3 wounds.
Oops.
Makes 1 of them, so 2 are dead. All right, so that's going to be it for the movement, for the fight phase. We do have 1 leadership role to take over here. They lost 2 guys, so 2 plus 1 is good to go. So they are going to stick right there. So we'll come back to you after movement phase for the Imperial Forces here on turn 3. All right, movement phase for the Imperials here. This infantry squad shuffled around a bit to get some more range on this guy. Same thing with this infantry squad. Helvern stood still, as did my Chimera. Everybody over here stood still, and my Tempester is locked in combat with his Grots. So that's going to be it for the movement phase. We'll come back to you with the shooting phase. All right, we're going to start off by shooting a las pistol over here. That is a hit. That is a wound.
6. Wait, is it a hot shot?
No, it's a regular, I think. Right, so
either
which way, dead guy. And they've got the heavy weapons team is going to fire over here. They're going to have reroll 1s to wound. They're going to get 14 shots. These are going to be hitting on 4s. Rerolling 1s because of Cadian. All right, pretty good there. These are now going to be wounding on 6s. Rerolling 1s. Getting 1, 2, 3, and no rerolls there. So it's going to be 3 saves. Makes 2, fails 1. And then the last dude bro over there is going to get 6 shots. Hitting on 4s, wounding on 6s, getting 1 wound, 1 save, and he takes it.
Okay.
And then the Helvern is going to fire into him. Going to have 3, 6, 7, 8 shots. Hitting on 3s. Pretty good. And then looking for 5s to wound.
Some of those look like
Getting 1 wound over here. It's going to be AP -1 on him over there. No, he's going to take 3 damage.
right.
And then this squad's going to fire into his Big Mech. We're going to go with the sniper rifle first. That's a hit. That is not a wound. And then we got the mortar. It's going to have 3 shots. Getting 2 hits. That is 1 wound. That's a save. And 11 lasgun shots. Rerolling 1s to hit. Alrighty, pretty good there. And then 5s to wound. Getting 1 wound.
2 up.
2 up save. He's good. And then this squad's going to do the same thing. We're going to go with the grenade launcher first. That's a hit. That is a wound. That is a save.
Cover.
Cover AP -1. Yep, you're good. And into the mortar. It's going to get 6 shots, which is pretty good. 3 hits, not bad.
Not only is it
That's 2 wounds.
they're not even like
Makes both. And 14 lasgun shots.
yeah, even the cards are like 9.
That was a 3 there.
So
That is going to be 1, 2, 3 wounds.
Does it not? So it can only go.
And he makes them all. And then the Chimera is going to fire everything into him. Whatchamacallit, the
Stubber.
no, this was going to be the heavy whatchamacallit, multi-laser. That's the word I was looking for. Rerolling 1s. That's going to be 2 hits. That's going to be 1 wound.
That's
Does
safe.
make a save though. And then the stubber.
You have to pretend like it's stoves.
I know, seriously, man, that is a wound.
That's
Makes
safe.
the save. And then heavy bolter, making no hits there. Then into the fight phase, my Tempester Prime. It's going to get 2 hits.
that's my second phase.
It's going to get 2 wounds.
And 2 dead.
2 dead guys. And then the Grots are fighting back.
5s and 5s.
5s. And 5s.
1.
1. And he
takes it.
takes a wound again. But you do have to take a morale test there. You lost 4 guys total, I think, right?
3 this turn.
3 this turn?
1 from
No.
the pistol and 2 here.
2 from that? Okay, yep. So here we go. Plus 5 is 8, so that'd be 4 gone.
Gork.
Re-rolling because of a little Gork over here.
Tiny more.
Oh, even
Losing
worse.
more.
So that's going to be,
That's the squad.
that's the squad
That's
wiped
the
right
squad.
there. All right, so that's going to be it for the Imperial turn. We'll come back to you after movement phase for the Orks here on turn 4.
If I rolled a
Movement phase for the Orks. His weird boy moved over this way so you can get some smites off. He moved up over this way after healing 1. That 1 was just enough to get him onto his next bracket up there, which is pretty good. And then his Big Mech moved up over this way, looking to cause some pain over here.
some dudes.
Punch some dudes in the
Fight
face. So that is going to be it for the movement phase. We'll come back to it with the psychic phase. Over here, we're going to start. He is going to smite into my dude, bro. That'll go off.
D3.
D3 mortal wounds.
3.
3, so he is dead. Into the shooting phase, we're going to start with Little Mork over here.
Tiny more.
Tiny Mork. He is going to fire his Def Cannon into my Chimera. He's going to fire the Super Rocket into my Armorger Helvern. He's going to fire the Big Shooters into my Infantry Squad here. He's going to fire the Gatling Cannon into my Infantry Squad over here. So what do you want to start with first? We're going to go with the Def Cannon first. That's 3d6 shots. That is going to be
9, 12.
12 shots. He's looking for 5s to hit. Ooh, bunch. Rerolling that 1. Nope, but then 3 Daka-Dakas. Getting another hit there. Pretty good. So 4 hits.
3s to wound.
3s to wound. Strength 10, right?
Yep.
That is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 at AP -4. So that's going to go straight through. D6.
5, 8, 11, 13 damage.
13 damage will kill him straight up over there. Does he explode? Oh, of course he does. So we have D3 wounds into my guard squad. D3 mortal wounds, 3 mortal wounds. Oh boy, and then D3 into my Helvern. Doing 2 mortal wounds into him. Boof. And then the big shooters into my orange boys over here. Hitting on 5s. Rerolling the 1, yep. Not into a hit, and then he's got another 4 Dakadakas. Getting another 1 hit there, and reroll that 1. Nope, so that's just going to be these. These are going to be wounding on 3s. That's pretty good. So that's going to be 5. So we've got 5. No AP, but doesn't matter if you roll 1s and 2s. So that's going to be 5 wounds. And then the super rocket into my armor Helvern here. It's going to get 6 shots here. These are going to be hitting on 5s and 6s.
Right.
Reroll that 1.
2 and reroll the 1.
Nope, not meant to be. And 1 Dakadaka. No, reroll the 1.
Reroll the 1.
No, not meant to be. So that's going to be 2 hits. Strength, what is it?
Strength 8.
8. The 3's to wound. That is going to be 1 wound there. So that's going to be AP minus 3, I think. 5 up, invul save, he's good to go. And the super gatler into these guys over here. It's 1, 4, that's going to be 6, 7 shots that are coming in here.
Also, I am out of super rockets.
He's out of super rockets.
I have a finite amount.
Okay, so it's going to be 2, 3 hits on those.
And 1 reroll.
And then 1 reroll, that was a 6, yeah, we got you. And then 1 reroll.
Yep.
And then we've got 2 Dakadakas. That's going to be another 2 hits, not bad. 2s to wound. That is going to be 5 wounds. AP minus 2, so minus 1 becomes 6 up saves because of cover. And I make none of them. And then a 2 ups, he will shoot again. Yeah, he is. So there's going to be 3d6 shots again. 9 shots coming in here. And here we go. He's going to reroll those 1s.
One extra hit.
1 extra hit, so that's going to be 2 hits. 2s, that's going to be 1. Minus 2, plus 1. Nope, that's not a save. And on a 5 up, he shoots a 3rd time. No, he doesn't.
Out of ammo.
Out of ammo. That big Getler does not get to do any more shots this game. So now the big mech is going to fire into my Helvern over here. We're going to do the custom Mega Blaster first. Misses with that one, but doesn't explode, which is always good.
And the teleport.
And the teleporter. Ooh, Dakadakas.
2 Dakadakas.
No, nothing there. 4s to wound.
No.
Okay, nothing there. And now the big mech's going to charge into my Helvern. Overwatching, and you get 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6, 7, 8. 8 shots over here. These are looking for 6s. Getting 1 hit. That is a wound. That is a save. And here's his charge. Is 5. I re-roll that 1.
Yeah, we'll re-roll the 1 for posterity.
Okay, 5. Okay, maybe. All right, it was enough anyway, so he's in.
Wow.
And here we go. His attacks into my Helvern, hitting on 4s.
2 hits.
That's 2 hits.
Wounded on 3s. 2 wounds.
That's 2 wounds. AP minus 3, so it's going to be looking for 6 up saves. No, I don't make either of them. D3 damage apiece. That's going to be 3 damage total, knocking him down to 6, which puts him at his 2nd bracket. And the Helvern's going to attack back with his 4 attacks on 4s now that he's in his 2nd bracket. That is a wound, though. Regular save. And he makes it with his 2-up armor save. Pretty brutal. All right, and that's going to be it for the Orc turn here on turn 4, and that's where we're going to call the game because I've got these guys are probably going to fail their leadership anyway, and then he is stuck in combat, so even if he backs out of combat, I cannot shoot with him. And then I've just got a bunch of mortars to try to take down a Gorkanaut. I mean, a Stampa. A Stampa, not even a Gorkanaut, a Stampa. It's just not going to happen. So, a brutal, brutal game. The fact that he killed my Gallant in Overwatch was pretty brutal. I spent 4 CP to try to get that move off, and he just killed me in Overwatch. Brutal, brutal, brutal stuff. But Tiny Mork is over here, coming in here, showing us how it's done. But a ton of fun, as always. And it's really cool to see a Stampa on the table. Always fun to see big old beastie boys like that on the table. Good times. So, I hope you guys have all enjoyed this. I certainly have. I have been Phil, the Glacial Geek, as always. My opponent's been Harris. And until next time, Have fun.